Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'll be showcasing all the helmet sets that LEGO have released. So last year they brought out these three as the first helmet sets in the series. So there's Boba Fett, Stormtrooper, and a TIE Fighter pilot. And now this year they've just released the Scout Trooper and Darth Vader. So you'll notice that all the helmets are bad guy helmets. They haven't released any good guy helmets yet, like Rebel pilots or Clone Troopers or anything. And they're all from the original trilogy. So no prequel or sequel era helmets yet. So I'll go through them all, give you my thoughts and opinions on them. Which one's the best value, which one looks the best and the worst. So they all have the same little stand on them, except for the TIE Fighter pilot. And it's got little bits for its hoses to attach into on the stand. But apart from that, they're all the same design from the outside. The only one that has moving parts is Boba Fett. His little antenna there can move down, the rangefinder, so he can lock onto enemies. Apart from that, the only moving parts are like the sort of face features and sort of chest plate bits that aren't really supposed to move, but they do a little bit. I think they've all got really nice designs. They're all built in the same sort of way, where they've got bricks on the inside with studs on the outside, so that way they can be built with panels on each side, and they're all joined together in the middle. I think the most unique out of all of these would have to be the TIE Fighter pilot, just with the way it's got the tubes on the front. It's also got some nice printed dishes on the top with the Empire logos. I think Boba Fett is the most unique in terms of colour, as they've got the two white ones being the Scout Trooper and the Stormtrooper, and the two black ones being Vader and the TIE Fighter pilot. So Boba seems to stand out a bit in this crowd. Now in terms of which one I think looks best on display, I can't really decide between them all. They're all very good. But I think the Scout Trooper looks most accurate. It's got a very slim build. It's got all the right angles and details. I think there's no complaints I can find about that one. The Stormtrooper looks slightly off. Vader looks like he's smiling from certain angles, and his mouthpiece doesn't have the printing on that 1x4 tile there, which would complete it a little bit more. The TIE Fighter pilot is very good, and Boba Fett is also very good, but I think something just stands out about the Scout Trooper to me. Now in terms of which I think is the best value, I think in the US, Vader costs about $10 more than the original three, and the Scout Trooper costs $10 less than the original three. So if you were to pick just one to buy, I think the Scout Trooper might be the best for priced, since it is the lowest. However, in Australia, all 5 of these cost 90 Australian dollars each. So I think if you were to pick just one, I think it would have to be Vader, as he is slightly bigger than the rest, and he looks very good. What's interesting about all these is that they all have unique building techniques in them. Like for Boba Fett, to get all these little lines in them, they had plates stacked on the side and then connected with a bar and clip piece, and also all the angles of his face there. And the Stormtrooper's got all these sloped pieces to make it curved and downwards and all the way around. And also all these angles on his face and with the eyepieces, which are very similar to the TIE Fighter pilot. Whereas the TIE Fighter pilot's got these little tubes as well out the front, and a couple of extra rounded bits on the side, and the dishes up the top. And the Scout Trooper's got some nice edges, some nice distinct lines around him, especially with this front visor sort of bit, and the front face area. And Darth Vader's got some interesting techniques around the eyes and mouth as well. He's got some upside down bits in here, so that way the eyes can sit smoothly on top. So I think overall you wouldn't be disappointed with any of these. They all look really nice on display and they look very good together. So I don't know when the next video will be. There's been quite a few this weekend trying to get all these reviews out. So let me know in the comments which one's your favourite and if you've got any of the new ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.